Today we're going to discuss the top 30 best free games on PS5 that are still relevant and worth playing, even if you have access to all the latest releases. In 30th place, I have XDefiant. This new FPS from Ubisoft is reminiscent of Call of Duty's multiplayer, offering dynamic battles in small arenas. The game has excellent pacing, numerous modes, and tremendous potential for growth. However, it currently suffers from server issues that affect gameplay. 29th place goes to PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. This popular battle royale game has players exploring a vast map, gathering loot, and trying to survive. In 28th place, I've ranked Rogue Company. I consider it an excellent cross-platform third-person shooter with various modes, unique characters, and interesting mechanics. I've spent about 200 hours in this game and still regard it as one of the best cross-play games on PS5, because its mechanics and engine features don't give significant advantages to players using a keyboard and mouse. In 27th place is eFootball, a free soccer simulator from Konami, which is currently the only alternative to FIFA. Although the game isn't of the highest quality and is flooded with microtransactions, it deserves a spot on this list since it's the only free sports simulator available on PlayStation. 26th place goes to Deceit 2. This is a survival game that resembles the format of Among Us, where two players in each match play the role of hidden monsters. Their task is to secretly eliminate other players, while the rest must survive until the end. In 25th place is Vigor, a free-to-play survival game set in a post-apocalyptic world where you go on raids, gather resources to upgrade your base, and fight other players for valuable loot. 24th place is given to Warlander, an unusual MOBA with 100 players, where teams fight for control of bases. The gameplay is reminiscent of For Honor, with massive medieval battles where you can dive into the fight as a regular foot soldier. 23rd place is taken by Predecessor. This graphically impressive third-person MOBA focuses on spectacle and action rather than strategy. This might seem like a drawback for the genre, but it allows players to quickly get into the game without needing to learn a vast number of items and combinations like in Dota 2. In 22nd place is The Sims 4. This game is considered a free life simulator where you can create a unique character and engage in everyday activities, working, paying a mortgage, and raising children. In short, you can do all the things that might be missing in real life. 21st place goes to Enlisted, a free clone of Battlefield that copies the popular game from DICE, including squad mechanics with respawns. The only difference is that most of the infantry in the game is represented by dumb bots rather than real players. In 20th place is War Thunder, a massive online game about military vehicles where you can fly planes and participate in tank battles. All these actions can be performed on the same map with full crossplay between all platforms. 19th place is held by Dauntless, a cooperative RPG action game where you need to level up your character, choose gear, and go on team raids against huge monsters. It's a kind of free version of Monster Hunter, where the main goal of the game is the endless hunt for loot. 18th place goes to Roblox. This is a large-scale game creation platform where you can find more than 1,000 interesting projects that cater to a wide range of tastes. 17th place is taken by Trackmania, a hardcore racing game from Ubisoft where you have to navigate difficult and winding tracks, trying to beat your personal records and earn local gold. This might not appeal to fans of simple arcade games, but for those who love a challenge, this game will definitely be enjoyable. 16th place goes to NARAKA, a brutal third-person battle royale where instead of shooting, you're offered dynamic sword and katana fights. In all other aspects, the game doesn't differ much from other representatives of the genre, and here, as in PUBG, you spend a lot of time running around the map in search of useful gear. 15th place belongs to Warface, an online shooter from Crytek, where players are divided into teams and engage in dynamic battles on small maps. If you get bored with regular team fights, you can always switch to PvE missions with scripted objectives. I gave the 14th place to Fall Guys. This is an unusual battle royale, where instead of destroying your opponents, you have to complete tasks the fastest. The tasks range from passing the tracks for time to surviving in chaos, or passing attention tests, which makes the game varied and not so monotonous as usual shootouts. 13th place went to Destiny 2, a powerful shooter with MMO elements, where players complete PvE missions, destroying hordes of enemies to get the best equipment and participate in legendary dungeons. There are also plenty of PvP modes to hone your shooting skills and self-actualization. I gave the 12th place to Tera, an MMORPG that, although not the best in its genre, is probably one of the best on consoles. If you want to plunge into the atmosphere of the noughties and feel the taste of endless grind, Tera is the best choice among free-to-play MMORPGs on PS5. In 11th place was Rocket League. It's an arcade race where players roll around a rectangular arena and try to score a huge ball into the opponent's goal. It is a kind of soccer, but instead of players there are miniature cars, and matches last not 20, 40 minutes, but only 5. The top 10 is opened by Overwatch 2. This is the sequel to the team-based shooter from Blizzard, which is now completely free. The main changes are in content and cosmetics, but overall, it's the same game as the first part. In 9th place, I put Let It Die, a hardcore soul slayer with procedurally generated levels, where each new run is different from the previous one, making the game even more challenging and unpredictable. The 8th place is occupied by Warframe. This is a cooperative action game with a third-person view, where players perform PvE missions and destroy hordes of enemies to pump up their faction. In 7th place is the updated Warzone. It is a free-to-play battle royale in the Call of Duty universe. The main features of the game are fast time to kill and a unique gulag mechanic that gives you a chance to return to the battle after the first death. The 6th place went to Brawlhalla, a popular 2D fighting platformer, which copies Super Smash Bros. In many ways, but unlike it, is completely free, supports crossplay, and is available even on phones. The 5th place I gave to Apex Legends, graphically impressive battle royale, which has been holding the leading position in the genre for several years. In the 4th place is The Finals, a fresh shooter with advanced graphics, pleasant shooting, and revolutionary destructibility of the environment, where literally everything on the map can be destroyed. The 3rd place went to Genshin Impact, a colorful gacha game where you need to collect characters, form teams, and pass difficult dungeons. The 2nd place went to Path of Exile, an isometric role-playing action game, which can be called a free version of the classic Diablo. The game is dark and creepy, and the mobs pose a real threat, even to top players. And on the 1st place, I put Fortnite, which has long gone beyond the usual battle royale and turned into a giant platform for creating games, where there is room for both user modes and large-scale projects, like racing or large-scale survival games in the style of Lego. That's the whole list of the best free games on PS5 that are still relevant today. These projects offer a variety of gameplay, unique mechanics, and a lot of fun without requiring a penny. I hope you found something interesting for you. Subscribe to the channel to not miss new reviews, and share your favorite free games in the comments.